Hello. Back at it again. Although my account is trade locked, so I can't do a lot with this right now. I haven't heard the new music in this, so I'll turn the music back on for a little bit. I have not played this game in like 6 years. Where's that one site that I was looking at earlier? How do I get talismans? Oh, I played this a lot when I started. I played this a lot. I played this game for many years. Oh man, I dig this remix. Fucking Nobuyuki Hiyama. What a god.
Excellent. Excellent.
All my stuff's been power crept. Like, all of it. Apparently they're not doing another gear reset, so I figured it was a decent time to come back. I'm just bored right now. This new Genesis sucks. Seems like people still play.
どれどれ ちょっと見てみましょう。
Yes.
Excellent. Nice.
Shut up. PC doesn't talk. Take my hand off the controller and make them stop talking. There's still so much talking in this game. No one cares. Auto skip the cutscene, yes, thank you. Skip them all. No one reads it.
町に戻ってくるまでが冒険さんで迷子にな
I
るん
wonder
じゃ
if
な
you
いの
can. I haven't like looked. Maybe they added that. It's been like 6 years since I played this. You can still record videos with this. I used to do that like 13 years ago. But back then there was a lot less options, like programs to record. Besides Fraps, which you had to pay for. I can't believe they still have that in the game. I can't imagine anybody still uses that. I would be shocked if they did. Maybe. Maybe against my better judgment, yes. But historically, sequels to games like this that are so old and ancient and they've been around for so long, like they generally don't do very well. So I'm not entirely sure I would invest time into it. I'd probably try it for free. Maybe if it makes it past the first few months and it's not like a complete mess like New Genesis is right now. Maybe. But they've tried to do stuff like that before. Take like a really popular old game like this and make a sequel, like a reboot, and it doesn't work well. They just go back to the old one. That's what happened with Ragnarok Online 2. Like, they literally went back and started updating the old game again. The game is, like, already really old at that point. But they might not be aiming for old players of the original game with that. They might be aiming for like a younger audience. I mean, if you played this game, if you're like a native Korean, you played this game when it came out and you were young, you probably have like kids and shit now, married, like full-time desk job. Maybe they're not gonna like try to get people my age back into it. They might try to make it more appealing to a younger crowd, which I think is what they need to do anyway. But they have like 2 different versions coming out. There's the 3D looking one, and then there's the 2D one with 3D graphics. So I don't know what they're trying to do with that. Maybe they're trying to like have like 2 games for 2 different audiences. And I'm making a sequel to this game. It's like making a sequel to World of Warcraft. It sounds like it's a really good idea on paper, but I don't know, just in the past, trying to do that kind of thing has not worked. People just want the old one back, so they kill off the sequel. Maple Story 2 is another one. Same thing happened with that. That game died really fast.
Nice. Bad attack. Nice. Good.
I think Maple Story 2, like, that game prints money too, and it did last. Died off really fast.
Perfect.
It's starting over, and, you know, you have... people are, like, really old playing this, you know? It's like the time gap between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, pretty much. Like, people who grew up with Kingdom Hearts 2 are, like... they're, like, college age now, or, like, graduating college. The difference is that's a single-player game, and this is not. I haven't really kept tabs on the new DFO stuff. I'm curious, like, what they're gonna do. Well, it's starting over, and then you have the new Genesis problem, where people expect it to have tons of content at the start. It's like they have to start from scratch. Like, they have, like, certain things that they can keep, but it's pretty much like a whole new game. Dude, these NPCs need to fuck off. I'm tired of them talking. They still haven't fixed that. Like, I don't give two shits what they're saying. Just let me play the damn game. I don't get why you can't just, like, turn off all their dialogue. So it makes leveling this game really annoying sometimes. The NPCs don't shut up talking about the story that no one reads.
Great. Good.
Shut the fuck up, stupid guy. Quiet. It's so annoying. He has to butt in and make it so I have to take my hands off the controller. And skip his dialogue. Just go away.
町に戻ってくるまでが
Please leave.
大げさね
You're not needed.
町に戻っ
Guy's probably still here, still talking.
Nice. Overkill. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Great.
Oh, he's back to talk. And not help. Go away! I don't need your damn dialogue. Leave. The bane of anybody who plays this on controllers, the cutscenes. So you have to take your hand off the controller. I remember I had a way set up where I could play the game with the controller pretty much except for like the menus. I don't remember how I had that set up. I think I used Xpadder. Yeah, pretty much any time they talk, you have to stop what you're doing and put the controller down. It's just really irritating. For today, yeah, I'm bored.
もうじきすべてが終わる亡者の城を見たらワクワクし私を攻撃するんですか
How you doing, man? You're one to talk. I see you on Discord playing this all the time. You're one to talk, dude. I know your secret. Whenever I go to my Discord, I see you playing this over on the side. I know your secret. It's the worst kept secret that you play this game. Yes, I used to play this like ages ago. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's alright, I don't judge. Could be worse, you could be playing like League of Legends or Overwatch. Could do a lot worse than this game, trust me. My account's trade locked because I haven't played this in years, so I can't really do much on it.
Perfect.
You were playing this earlier today. I think when I left for a kitty sitting, you were playing this.
Perfect. Excellent.
I just don't like those games where you have to deal with complete like idiots.
Perfect.
I can't stand those kinds of games. They just stress me out. They're not fun.
Perfect.
I don't hate like service game. I don't hate like playing online games with people. It's just like stuff like that. People are just so toxic and they take it so seriously. I don't want to deal with that. It's like high school drama. It's like, it's just a fucking game. I expect everybody to be like sweaty hardcore. I just don't like games where you have to cooperate with dumb people. Really not my thing.
Perfect. Good. Perfect.
It just feels like those games are more stressful than fun.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. Great. Perfect.
Well, with everything going on with Blizzard, it's probably for the better you don't touch their games. I don't really think their games are that good anyway. Only one I really liked was Diablo 3. I played that for like 100 hours or whatever on the Switch. That was fun. But that's basically just a beat 'em up, and I don't have to talk to anybody. Like, there's nothing toxic in that game. It's kind of just... It's actually not that much different from this game. You know, just go into a dungeon and beat shit up, and there's no, like, competitive element, so you can play with people and it's not, like, a complete mess. But, like, all their other games are like that. That's why I just don't like that company. Diablo is pretty much just like, it's like this. It's with 3D graphics. Like, no toxicity in that game at all. It's just kill shit. And you can play it forever, which I think is pretty cool. If you like the infinite grind, there you go.
Excellent. Perfect.
Yeah, people in those games don't like to, they don't know how to accept a loss. They always blame it on someone else, and sometimes it might be someone else's fault. Because you get matched with really incompetent people playing it, but it's like... You know, you could play like a fighting game or something. Pick up fighting games, you know, at least then if you lose, it's your fault. You don't have to spend time playing with idiots. That's what I like about fighting games. Of course, people still do it in fighting games, too. They rage quit because they can't accept it, they got bodied. But it's like a 4-minute match and not 30 minutes to an hour. There's no voice chat. Those things definitely help. There's no kid singing on the mic. There's no, like, guy in his living room with his wife playing, like, terrible auto-tuned rap. Like, you have to deal with any of those typical online game things.
Nice. Overkill. Great. Good. Excellent. Great.
Cannon! PSO2's Toxic was,
元気かい
it's really weird. It wasn't people like, there was no voice chat, so didn't have people yelling terrible words at you and stuff. The thing was, people would rage quit. They'd rage quit a lot. In like tower defense and stuff. And you wouldn't notice until it was too late. Basically, it would waste everybody's time. Way worse than fighting game rage quits, because you're wasting like 11 other people's time when you do shit like that. Really unacceptable behavior. I always hated doing the tower defense because it took too long and most people couldn't like really do their roles properly. And then people would rage quit if like things even remotely went bad. They wouldn't even bother to wait until like, you know, an acceptable time to rage quit.
ルーク様はどうして光を略奪して
Like if 2 of the bases are down and you're like halfway through, like yeah, that's acceptable time to rage quit. Because there's no way that that's clearing, but people would do it like right at the start. And you wouldn't notice until it was too late. I wonder what the new Genesis tower defense is like. It's probably the same thing. People don't know what they're doing, or they leave because you're not doing it fast enough. I think that was actually one of the worst things they added for the old PSO2. I really do think of the entire lifespan, that was like the worst thing they added. It just promoted toxicity. It took like way longer than anything else in the game, and you needed coordination and people like building their characters certain ways. And it just didn't work. It's the same? Yeah, I'm never doing that then. Yeah. See, that's the kind of online gaming I don't like. I don't like stuff like that where it's so dependent on everybody pulling their own weight, which in any skill-based game is kind of like it's asking for too much. You know, co-op in Neo was like nowhere near that bad. Especially in like the picture scroll dungeons they added in one of the last updates. Pretty much just don't fuck up. It didn't take that long. How long did it take yours to get unbanned? I think they just banned it because of inactivity. I don't think they take as long to respond as Nexon DFO did, but I think they do take a while. Which sucks, because apparently you can just buy a lot of gear. You can just buy a lot of gear now. It's not completely just RNG anymore. I was looking at the auction house earlier, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. I think I still have X-Patter on my old hard drive. I just felt like playing this for some reason. I have like no nostalgia for this at all. It's just, I don't know, all the other Cerberus games I wanted to play didn't really turn out, so I'm back on this. That's really all it is. I don't even know if this is a good time to come back. Did I miss like a good event or something? Did they have like a good event? Probably should wait until they have like some kind of event. Make it easier for old players like me to play again. Well, I also read the director's note how they wanted to make this game less of just doing 9 billion damage, like maybe bringing some of the old elements of the gameplay back. I read that, like, I think it was earlier this week on stream, and I was like, that might get me to come back. Just depends on how long they take to not trade lock me. Hope they don't take like as long as Nexon did. It took like a year to respond to tickets. I'm not exaggerating. A literal year. Like, what the hell is your customer support doing? It should not take a year to respond to a ticket under like any circumstance, especially for a niche game like this. I'm glad this game got taken back by the developers. It's definitely a lot better than it was. So my old Nexon account got hacked into, and it took them like a year to respond. And they gave me like $100 in the cash credit, but it expired after a year. I'm like, why the fuck does it expire? Like, you want me to try one of your other games and try to spend money, right? Like, why the fuck does your compensation expire? By the time they got back to me, I already had, like, recovered everything. What a mess that version of the game was. I think that's one of the worst localized versions I've played of any of these foreign games. Good God, man. A year to respond to a ticket. Like, what the hell? It's not like they had millions of people playing this game either, like... You know, if it's like a bigger game like League of Legends or like Overwatch or Valorant or something, like, I understand that. With that size, you know, it takes longer to get your shit resolved. But, you know, this game was never like... This game was never that popular, at least not over here. In Asia, yes. Here, no way. What did he say? That's comical. Considering they ran that game into the ground themselves. That's comical.
Excellent.
What exactly did he say? Okay, you take a year to respond to tickets. You don't ban any of the botters. And then you put in infinite fatigue so that the botters can just destroy the economy. But no, it's the player's fault. Alright. How do you get a big job like that being that stupid? That's honestly like mind-boggling to me. Like what? You put infinite fatigue in the game. You put infinite fatigue in the game and then you don't ban the bots. And somehow it's our fault. Alright. You're going to remove the fatigue system. You have to like actually pay people to police the game and ban the bots. You can't just you can't just change the game that much.
Perfect.
I'm just bored, Power Fudge. Nothing else to play right now. I'm probably not going to stick around. I might not even play this tomorrow.
Nice.
My account's trade locked anyway, so I can't do much.
Perfect.
I remember when they added the blitz point system and everybody was telling them, like, you need to, like, cancel this right now. You're going to ruin the economy, and then look what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Excellent.
What a dumb decision that was. What? When you don't listen to the players and they leave, and they stop spending money, or they resort to RMT because it's the only way to afford anything because the economy's fucked, then, I mean, what do you expect? Like, that's what happens when you let botting go unchecked like that. Is it ruins the economy and it makes people have to interact with the RMT to like do anything in the game. You know, people either did that or they quit. Those were like pretty much the two outcomes at that point. It did like no moderation on the Nexon version at all. None.
Perfect. Good. Nice.
I think the problem with the blitz points is they tried to do it when the game was already on life support. And it's like it was too little too late. I'm sure it did get some new people to play because, you know, Americans... People outside of Asia, I should say, not just Americans. They're not used to being limited on how much they can play. You know, you have the old farts like me that grew up with service games and stuff, and I'm used to it. But it is a hard sell for a lot of people, I will admit that. But you can't make a drastic change like that when the game is already dying. and then like not even attempt to moderate it so that it doesn't have that problem of bots ruining the economy. That's the main reason it didn't work, is because they had like no staff working on it. I seriously wonder what people who worked there, that worked on this game in Exile, like if they actually did anything. Obviously the translators and stuff worked hard, the coders and stuff. They worked their asses off, and the game worked. It was completely playable. It's just that they had like nobody actually moderating it, so. Yeah, I remember that. Play DFO. Good times. Definitely is weird when they bring over foreign games like this and then they don't bother to like actually moderate it at all. And then they wonder why no one's playing. It's like, well, if you don't list to the players, you're sending them the message that they should spend money on the game. Money or time. But under no circumstance should you be, What's what? It was a gold selling site. It was a gold bot site. You could buy the gold from bots. The bots would spam it over the megaphones. No, the gold selling sites were actually a pretty good deal because they basically controlled the economy because there was no moderation. It pushed a lot of people towards doing it, that's for sure. Hold on. Forgot I have to change my controller mode. Yeah, the bots were out of control. But the people that do those bots, they're basically like parasites, right? Like they leech off a game and they suck the money out of it dry. They ruin the economy. And then when the game shuts down or people stop using their sites, then they just go to the next game. So DFO was a perfect game for them because there was like no moderation. Nobody banning the bots at all or doing anything to really fix it. No, the new DFO is fine. The new one is fine. I don't think they have any RMT going on in that game at all. They do a good job. I'm talking about Nexon. Nexon was the bad version of the game. The Neopal version of DFO is completely fine. They do a good job with it.
Be right back. Together as one. I'll be back. Over here. Slipstream. Out of sight. Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Time for action.
Now it's my turn. Tatsumaki Serbuka! Tatsumaki Serbuka! Tatsumaki Serbuka!
Oh yeah, they did go like 6 months without updating. Yeah, that actually is true. That is true. That did happen. I remember that. That definitely did happen. The old DFO, it stopped getting updates for like 6 months.
Over here. Slipstream. Out of sight. Over here. Out of the way. Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Maximum ninjetti power.
Yeah, it really did go,
You never stood a chance.
it did go 6 months without getting updated. And they kept posting on the forums that the game wasn't dead, because it's like, well, you know, successful service games, even back then, don't go, like, 6 months without being updated. And they kept saying, oh, well, if the game is going to shut down, we'll let you guys know, we'll shout it from the mountains.
War fight.
Play with fire. You're gonna get burned.
And then they went, like, months without saying anything, and then their forum, people started posting porn. They started posting porn all over it, because they couldn't even be bothered to delete that. The porn was, like, all over that forum. And then that's what got them to come back and say the game is shutting down. The entire forum was just Swarmed with porn. And, like, you've still got loyal players here, like, still playing your game, even though you don't maintain it, you don't update it. And you're not telling people what's going on. Even going, like, 2 or 3 months without an update is not a good look. Alright, it took people posting porn to get them to tell them that the game was dying. It's a very weird time. The end of that game. I wonder if there's any videos about it. That would actually be pretty interesting to watch. I think that game is a 300,000 view documentary in the making. Nexon DFO.
I'm the frog.
Like, what went wrong?
One, fight!
Back!
For the grid!
Slipstream out of over here. Slipstream out of Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Check this out. Here's the finale.
Just gonna give up.
Show me your strength!
You're gonna rage quit in casual. Come on now. Really? You're gonna rage quit in casual. Why are you in casual if you care that much? Like, come on. Like, just take the loss. I get that ranked is frustrating, but if you're gonna do that in casual, then, like, play in a lobby or something. Like,
With the power
come
of
on.
flow.
There's been lots of rage quitters on this game lately.
Over here. Slipstream. Over here. Out of sight.
Like, I'm not playing ranked because with the character I'm using, it's like cheating. It's cheating to use him. Because if I use the super, then their game freezes.
Over here. Slipstream. Over here. Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale. Right now. Slipstream. Out of sight. Slipstream. Out of sight. Shall we dance? Dragon Sword. Slipstream. Over here. Slipstream. Ready, start! Shall we dance? Follow my lead! Here's the finale!
Yeah, I don't wanna play ranked right now. It's not fair. The only versions of the game that can use Adam Super without taking the frame rate for the other player is PC. I think PS5 and Xbox Series X can do it too. But it actually is like cheating if I use it, so I'd rather not do that. I don't like doing that kind of thing. I think lobbies are broken right now too. It's been like a week. They haven't done anything. I might just play some arcade, play another game. Night's still young, it's not even midnight yet. I don't have kitty sitting tomorrow, but I have some things to do. So, still need to be up at a decent hour. Well, actually, it depends on when I get Patreon, because I have, like, no cash right now. I'm depending on that money to buy some games and stuff. So, a lot of games on sale right now. No, it's because this game is actually, like, one of the best fighting games on the market, functionality-wise. So, they have to patch every platform at once.
See how we dance? Follow my lead! Here's my way!
Victory is fun. Good silence by unspoken. Prepare the balance for Prepare the balance for democracy. Hunto! Hunto! Hunto!
Don't learn.
Megazord, ready.
This is really laggy. I think this guy's lag switching.
Give it your best shot.
I got next! I'll be back! See how we dance? Follow my lead! Here's my now!
Megazord, ready.
Be right back! I'll be back! Thanks. Next time, let's make it a great.
What a jump. Wow. What a jump. Yeah, it's nothing but rage quitters on right now. I recognize that name too. That person rage quits all the time. They cannot accept a loss at all. They can't accept that they need to get better.
One. Fight.
Be right back!
I knew he was gonna do that. I just didn't want to say anything to make it more interesting for you guys.
Over here. Slipstream. Over here. Slipstream.
Another one!
Slipstream. Over here. Slipstream. Over here. Slipstream. Slipstream. Shall we dance? I'm the frog, courageous in spirit.
Victory is fun.
Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Check this out.
So there's like just only rage quitters playing this game now? Like, hey, what's going on? Everyone's just like giving up. At least try.
That's how we do it.
I get my ass kicked in this game too, all the time. I get destroyed in this constantly. It's like it's not just top players. It's like everybody gets destroyed in this game. Up, rage quitter's back.
I'm not just any ranger. Not by a long shot.
I'll be back.
What's up with this game tonight? Like, nobody can take a loss. You're in casual. Like, stop rage quitting. You're not gonna get any better if you don't, like, accept your loss and improve. I get frustrated at this game too. I'm not even that great at it. Like, I'm above average at best. But I got to where I am, like, playing the game and, like, actually learning. Going into training mode. Even arcade mode. Like, come on. You're not even, like, trying to get better. He's just rage quitting. This game is so easy to pick up too, and people still don't want to put in the effort. This is like one of the easiest games to get into, but it still has a really high skill ceiling. They really nailed the accessibility, and it still doesn't help. Most people don't want to actually practice. He's gonna rage quit again. Watch. This guy's looking for anybody else to play. Wait for it.
I'm the frog, courageous in spirit. Thanks. Next time, let's make it a great one.
What a chump. Seriously. Behaving like little kids at the playground when they like lose at hopscotch or something. Like, come on. You're better than this. Jeez, man, it's just out of control tonight. I might have to just switch games. There's no one wants to play. They just want to rage quit. Not try to improve at all. And I'm not a top player in this at all. I don't enter any tournaments or anything. I do like an average amount of practice. I play arcade mode and I play my friends at the game center. That's it. I don't really strive to be great at this game. I just have fun playing it.
3, 2,
But you're not gonna even get to my level if you don't actually try.
Over here. Slipstream. Out of the way.
powered up.
See ya. Be right back. Slipstream over here. Over here. Slipstream over here. Shall we dance? Follow my lead.
Crimson Hawk Ranger!
And may the power protect you all.
And sure you can!
Alright, I'm just gonna play the computer tonight. I'm just gonna play the PC, the computer. No one's wanting to even try.
I will never forget this fight.
At least this person accepted the loss. I mean, I can speak from experience. It sucks when you have a bad night on games like this, that you just, like, can't make any progress. But don't rage quit. Yeah, I'm just gonna play arcade mode tonight. No one's wanting to actually play a match, they just want to rage quit, so Peter's got my back. I've never had that many rage quits in that short of a time span, though, the whole time I've been playing this game. I think tonight's behavior shows that it doesn't matter how accessible you make a game. If people still don't want to practice, they don't want to accept a loss. They'll just rage quit instead of actually learning. It helps people get into the game, but just people that play these games, like, they don't know how to accept a loss and, like, improve. It doesn't matter how easy you make the game. You're still gonna have to practice. And accept that sometimes you're just gonna get your ass beat playing games like this. Like, if you don't like that, then you should play something else.
Out of sight. I'll be back. See ya. Slipstream over here. Out of sight. Slipstream over here. Shall we dance? Maximum ninja power!
I get frustrated too. I get frustrated all the time, but I still take the loss. You have to accept that, you know, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to get bodied, especially in a game like this, where there's really long combos and crazy mix-ups and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. You ever watch tournaments of this game? The best players in the world, sometimes they just get completely destroyed too. And they didn't get that good, like, rage quitting. They got good by, like, actually playing the game and accepting a loss. That's just a problem with, like, society in general, though, is, like, wanting to be good at something and, like, not putting the work in. It's just in fighting games, it's, like, a real extreme of that. That's what bothers me about dumbing down fighting games. It's just like, it's not gonna fix how people act on these games. It's just like not wanting to take the time to learn and wanting the game to do it for them. Can make it a one-button mashing game with no depth at all, and people still won't want to learn how to play it. It's just, it's so rarely well done.
Overhead. Out of the way. See how we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale. See how we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale. I'm the frog, courageous in spirit. Over here.
Yeah, Dark Souls is the only hard video game in history now. That bothers me too. It's like the game everybody likes to refer to as a hard, just generic hard game comparison. I think this game definitely proves that you can take like most of the learning curve out of playing something, and people still won't want to learn how to play it. They still want the game to play itself. See how people were acting on this game tonight.
See how we dance? This is it! Maximum Ninjetti!
Victory is fun. All right, who wants to be next? Now it's my turn. Is this all? Shut up, SPD. Honto!
Power protects you all.
Jackpot!
Honto! Megazord, ready.
I bet people still didn't want to learn how to play. People probably still didn't want to learn how to play.
This is it.
I guarantee you, people would still rage quit on a game like that. Instead of like accepting that maybe something's wrong with the way that they're playing and they should practice. I don't know, the chase for accessibility in fighting games, I feel like it's kind of fruitless in a way. It's good to get more people into the games. I don't want to sound like I'm being elitist. I'm not at all. I think this game nails accessibility. It's just, you look at what I've been dealing with online tonight on this game, and it's like, well, it doesn't change the fact that people don't want to practice. They don't want to learn from their mistakes. They don't want to put the work in to improve, and it doesn't matter, like, how much easier to make it to play. That's just a human nature thing. It has nothing to do with the difficulty of the games. It's definitely good that there's a game like this that actually nailed accessibility, but it's not going to solve the problem that people want. They want the best things without working for them. Even in something that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of your life, like being good at a video game.
Catch this! See how we dance? Maximum Ninjetti power!
It just bothers me when they dumb down the games and like people still act really immature like that and don't take a loss. And it's like, well,
Shall we dance? Follow my lead.
you sacrifice all the depth of the game, and people are still gonna act like children online and not know how to just accept the loss. It helps you sell more copies, yes. And maybe there will be some people, like people that have played this game, that there definitely are people that have like started playing fighting games with this that have gotten really good at it. Like this game proves that it's possible. It's just trying to dumb down the game to the point where there's like no depth. It's not going to change how people act. And I feel like that's a core thing that's always missed whenever they try things like that. I mean, I was playing casual tonight. I didn't play any rank tonight, and people are still acting the same way. Like, the whole point of casual is nothing's on the line, so it's less frustrating. That's like the whole purpose of it, and people are still doing the same thing they do in ranked. That guy that rage quit, that's all that guy does, is he plays in casual. And if you show any semblance of skill, he just rage quits. Pretty sure you could be good at the game if you tried, but you're not trying. You're not accepting that people are practicing and beating you.
Victory is fun.
Slipstream over here.
I guess I'm not playing this game tonight. Well, I'm gonna switch games after this. It's not a good night for Grid, apparently.
3, 2, 1, fight.
This game does not have complex button inputs, and people still rage quit, and they don't want to learn how to play. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It helps people get the foot in the door, but it doesn't
It's Morphin time.
prevent how people just act by nature, which is like wanting to be good at things right away and not bothering to practice. Or in this game's case, just like not even wanting to accept that they lost. There's no way to fix that kind of thing.
Slipstream over here. Shall we dance? Follow my lead. Here's the finale.
You should run.
This game proved that you can do something like that and not dumb it down, but it's not helping.
It's morphin' time!
May the power protect you all.
I've been warned. Shoryuken!
I mean, not understanding the inputs is fine. It goes against, like, everything else that's in the game, but they didn't want to... When they put, like, actual fighting game characters in Smash, they didn't want to limit them to, you know, the Smash Brothers control scheme. That's the whole point of them, is they play differently. It's fine if people don't understand that. It's just those characters are meant, like, to be more of a gateway to people like me that I'm terrible at platform fighters. I don't even like playing them. If I did play Smash, that's the kind of character I would play because it's familiar to me. The thing about Smash is they try to be really accurate to whatever the game or series, you know, the mechanics that they come from. This game does that too. This game actually broke away from having no complex button inputs when they put the Street Fighter characters in the game. Which is basically indirectly saying, like, they're harder to use. But I guess they didn't feel like they could... Didn't feel like they could put them in the game and with the current combat system.
Now it's... have been warned.
May the power protect you all.
Yeah, I don't think people are aware, but when I play as Ryu, he basically plays like a Marvel character. He has, you know, DP motions and everything. They didn't dumb down his inputs at all. It was a pretty big risk. Like, Chun is like one of the hardest characters to play in the game because she has, like, motions and charge attacks and stuff. Not a beginner character at all. She was not really designed. Not really designed to be a beginner character. Neither of them are. Ryu is a lot easier to play. Chun is a beast, but you gotta put the time in. You need really good execution. And I think it's really cool that they kind of broke away from that. From the original, you know, the Power Ranger character design with the Street Fighter characters. Alright, well, that was not a good night for Grid. Let's play something else. I don't know. It's just they don't put a lot of effort into making games accessible. A lot of times it just dumbs it down, and it's bad for both sides, and it doesn't always work. And Battle for the Grid is like one of the easiest fighting games to get into. I'd say it's even easier than Smash because there's no like complex movement and stuff besides just like wave dashing, which is not even entirely necessary. I don't wave dash because I play on pad, and I still do okay at the game. You can dumb down a game, you can distill it down to like the smallest elements, and people will still rage quit. That's what dive kick was. Dive kick is jump and kick. That's it. And people still couldn't take losses in that game. I think that really, really proves it. It's really hard to like make a game accessible and not have it be completely devoid of death. And I feel like the bigger companies, besides the people that make Battle for the Grid, they don't really put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, and I will call out Grid for that. Grid's tutorial is embarrassingly bad. It's very bad. It is not a good tutorial. And that's part of the reason why people go online and they just button mash, because the game does not teach them. That's definitely one thing that's definitely a problem with that game, is it seems really simple at a glance, but you saw the stuff that I was doing, and people, the game doesn't really provide the resources to learn how to do it. And I don't fault people for getting frustrated. That's completely fine. It's just, people don't want to look. They don't want to look for information or study or anything. There's very few tutorials out there on par with Skullgirls, which like teaches you everything you need to know about how to play. And I definitely agree that most fighting games are really, really lacking in that regard. But it still doesn't excuse the behavior of like, not wanting to take a loss. Especially when I only played casual tonight. I did not play ranked at all because I actually have an unfair advantage playing ranked. I'm avoiding ranked to not be toxic myself. No, it does not have combo trials. And it does not teach you about the combo system at all, which I think is the game's biggest fault. It nails it in everything else. Full crossplay lobbies with spectator mode, rollback netcode. Like, those are all things that, you need to have a good fighting game these days. But the tutorial is shit. It really doesn't go into depth about how the combo system works. The combo system is actually very complex. It has a number of states that you can put the enemy in, and you can only do those things a certain period of time. So combos in the game are basically how much damage can I get out of maximizing all those states, and like, do I use the state earlier in the combo or at the end and try to go for a reset? Do I preserve a certain state so that another character that does more damage can come in? And all of those things really come into play. Like, the stuff that I was doing, it's not like anywhere near advanced. It's mostly just still kind of working around the limitations of the combo system and maximizing it as much as possible. But the game does not have trials. It does not have a good tutorial. It only teaches you like the basic stuff. It doesn't really teach you anything about the combo system. Last I checked, anyway. I don't know if they've updated the tutorial. One of my mods in here came in yesterday and said that he wanted to get back into the game, but there's no updated guides for how the combo system works and stuff. That's kind of a problem of the community. I guess I could try to do something like that, but I'm not even really that great at that game. I mean, I'm okay at it. I usually rank platinum each season. I just don't really bother to go any farther, but I think that was actually the worst night of grid net play I've ever had. Like, just no one really wanted to even play. Actually, I think there's a page for the demos. Oh, later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had fun watching people rage quit tonight. I sure did. Have a good night, friend. Thank you for all your support in the past. I'll try out a couple of these demos tonight. It's the TGS Demo Festival. Try out a couple of these. If there's anything cool in here. Oh, later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. It's always really satisfying when people rage quit. I always laugh when people rage quit. I always just tell myself, like, I beat the game, like, I've solved the game. I made people so pissed off that they can't even accept a loss in, like, casual, where there's no points on the line. That's when you've won a fighting game, when you piss people off to that point. It's only downhill from there. Oh, this looks cool. Wow. Yeah, sure, I'll try this. This looks pretty sick. Looks like my kind of game. Oh yeah, let's give this a shot too. Are people rage quitting on Melty too? That's a shame. No, I was just talking about that. People don't want to learn how to play. It doesn't matter how much you make something easier. It's just in video games, just life in general, people can't accept it. Like, you have to fail at things to get better. You have to. Nobody really comes out of the womb being good at something. I mean, sure, some people are like, they're naturals at it, but they practice and they failed a lot too. But people just go online on fighting games and think that they're just going to beat everybody. And it's like, the best players lost a lot too. There definitely are people who have like an aptitude for things that can learn them faster. And maybe it comes easy to them, but they still have to work hard and train too. People don't want to accept that. They just don't. They want to win and they don't want to put the work in. It's a shame, really, but I actually think it's funny. I laugh when people rage quit, especially when it's like in casual. I did like half an hour of casual grid tonight, and everybody was rage quitting. All of them. It's like you're in casual to like take the stress out of the game. That's the whole point of it. Like, you're not seeing your ranking going down, and it's not like killing your mood. That's the whole point of it. But then people still do it. People do that on Dragon Ball Fighters too. Yeah, people were rage quitting in casual tonight. All of them were. I mean, I get people that come in here and they're like, "How do you how do you get review keys?" And it's like, "Well, I get them by working hard. I've worked my ass off, and I'm at the point where most of them, most things I ask for, I get, and I had to work really hard to get to that point. And people get jealous and stuff. And it's like, well, you need to put the work in, and people don't want to do that, and that's the problem. You can't expect like handouts and to just be great at everything. You have to work at it. I don't get too many people like that, but I have had some people. They I guess they feel jealous. It's like, well, really, at this point, it's the only benefit to being a content creator. Sometimes you get the games for free, and it helps you save money, and you might make some money back if you work hard at it. But just getting the game for free doesn't make you money. You still have to work at it. You have to actually play the game and make content. All the review key is, it's just a platform. It's an opportunity. It's a work opportunity. and you need to make the best of it. And if you don't, then you're not going to get anything. Well, I think that's all pretty much all the good demos on here. Probably run through a couple of these tonight. I only played Ultra H for like an hour. I didn't feel like playing it today. It's a little bit too late to get started on it now. I need to grab these demos before they leave. I kind of have been neglecting checking out some stuff on here, so I'm looking through here right now. That's what I was saying earlier. It's not a fighting game problem. It's just people don't want to they don't want to put the work in. They want somebody to do it for them. And it's like, well, that's not really how it works. You still have to work at it. Doing this is harder than a normal job. It's harder in some ways. Yes, there are some benefits. You know, most of the stuff I do on here, I do in my pajamas whenever the hell I feel like it. You know, that part is nice, but you still have to work at it. And it's like when you dumb down a fighting game to literally nothing, people will still rage quit. That's why I think is fighting game developers should stop trying to dumb the games down that much, because it's not going to solve the problem of people not wanting to actually work at it. Put the practice in, look up some resources, look up some guides, watch match videos. Which is weird because people do that for like more popular genres, but for some reason with fighting games, people just don't want to do it. It's just a shame that they want to just dumb the games down, and it's like it doesn't really work. That's the issue. It does not work. It makes people buy the game, but then they get frustrated because they don't want to learn. And I will call out fighting game developers having really bad tutorials in the game. I think that's something that's just as necessary as rollback netcode. Skullgirls. Skullgirls does a great job with that. Skullgirls has a great tutorial that teaches you like everything you need to know to play. If you spend like an hour on it, you'll at least understand like how the game works and how pretty much every 2D fighting game works to some degree. Most of the other fighting game developers don't bother to really put that kind of effort in, and that creates a lot of the frustration too. And I can definitely understand that. Battle for the Grid has a pretty bad tutorial. Nowhere near as polished as Skullgirls, but it still doesn't excuse people rage quitting. Hey, why didn't it go full screen? Ah! Yay! Why? Ah. Dude, what is with this? Come on, man. Accept the fucking settings. Jeez. This is so frustrating. Just work. Yes. Really just not gonna let me do Tate mode, are you? Can't just fill it up. Support is not giving the best first impressions, that's for sure. I'm not gonna spend any more time on that. I have that on Switch. Feels like the Switch port is still gonna be the best anyway because you have the easy Tate mode. I'm glad that they're putting it on PC though. I mean, it definitely deserves to be on PC, but that port seems really rough. Like it needs a lot more work.
Presented by Keizo.
Okay, can we go full screen? What? Yes. Jeez, man, none of these games want to work. Full screen, please. Jeez, man. Yes. Like, why can't the Japanese make like a PC port? Like, okay, skip the cutscenes. Let's get the gameplay. Dude, I so don't care. Why can't you just make a demo with just the game? It's so hard to try games out when they waste your time with these cutscenes and stuff. Like, I don't care. Can I just play? How many cutscenes? It's Crimson Clover. Can I please, like, get to combat? Dude, what? Come on, man. Let's get the gameplay. Shut up. Okay, is the town gonna go on fire now or something? I wish there were more demos that just skipped all the story. Like, I just try the damn thing. Like, I don't care about any of this. Shut up. How many cutscenes? Jeez, man, they show, like, cool combat in the demo, and it's all this talking. Come on. It really makes it hard for you to give your game a chance when you do shit like this in your demo. Just drop me in a level and let me try the game. Like, how much more of this? Why can't I skip it? It's just talking and walking sim stuff. Yes, skip the damn cutscenes. I miss when demos just plopped you in a combat room. Just like the first level. Shit like this. What is this walking? Like, what is the point of this? Can I play? Yes. Let's speed this up. Come on, whatever. Just let me fight. Jeez. Skip it. How much talking do you need? Come on, God. Finally. Jeez, that took like 10 minutes. Come on, let me play the damn game! God! No one cares about your story. They're downloading a random demo on Steam. Like, get to the point. Jeez. I played a couple demos like that on here. It's just like forced walking and cutscenes. It's like, are you trying to sell me a movie or a video game? Like, I want to try the gameplay.
Why it happened?
You have like 5 seconds to like get somebody's attention on Steam, and like getting them to even download the demo is hard enough as it is. Like, don't waste my time. Let me try the game. It's just gonna do the same thing. Okay, can I, like, just try the combat, please? It's not as bad as that other demo, but... I already don't like this. This feels clunky. Not having good luck with these demos tonight, am I? Bunch of duds. At least I got the gameplay in like a couple minutes. This feels really janky. Well, this demo dumpster diving session has not gone well, has it? That Japanese game seemed really cool, but it just did like not want me to play it. It's just constant cutscenes and walking. I think like a good way to do that kind of game, a demo, would be the Tales of Arise demo. Is actually pretty good. It has very minimal cutscenes. It's mostly just they teach you how to play it, and they give you a little playground to mess around in for a couple minutes. Yeah, despite what I felt about that game, like that actually was a pretty good demo, I'd say. Short and to the point, no bullshit, not really expecting you to get invested in a story for something that you might not buy. I think that's a mistake a lot of these indie games make. It's cool to have a story focus, but you're already basically going against like thousands of other games, and even getting somebody to look at your game is one thing. And then it has to grab their attention. Then they have to download the demo. So at that point, it's in your best interest to not waste that person's time. It's been said you have like literally 5 seconds. If someone looks at a new Steam game like what I was doing just now, you have like 5 seconds to get their attention. And a lot of them really drop the ball on like getting the point across quickly. The trailers will have like 90 seconds of like story stuff and like no gameplay. Really the only kind of thing that works for is a visual novel. Every other game, every other kind of genre of game, it doesn't matter how casual or hardcore it is, like, you need to show the game, like, fast. You need to show people, like, what they're actually going to be playing. There's definitely been some trailers that have caught my interest because they don't bother with, like, really fancy editing and all this exposition. It's like, first, like, 5-10 seconds, they're going to show you some gameplay. And that keeps me engaged to like keep watching and see if it's something I want to try. I'm not an indie game developer, but just as somebody who's a content creator and I play predominantly smaller games, that's definitely something I've noticed. Because it makes it a lot harder on people like me. If you waste my time, I'm trying to give your game a chance, and you waste my time with like trailers that don't show any gameplay. It's like, well, I'm gonna move on to the next thing. I'm not gonna sit around and wait. Exactly. Like, the person gets through that many barriers and then the demo wastes their time with, like, unskippable cutscenes and forced walking sections and stuff. You're really not doing yourself any favors. You need people to get into the gameplay fast. I mean, sure, there are some people that will stick around, but, you know, it's a random indie game from some developer you've never heard of. Like, there's no goodwill or, like, reception at all. It's a game, you know, probably made by, like, 2 or 3 people, or maybe even 1 person. You need to get the point across fast. There's a lot that goes into marketing your game on Steam, and a lot of it is just luck. A lot of it is just luck. You can have a really good game, really high quality game, and, you know, it'll just get buried. But you have a higher chance of getting somebody like me who can give you a decent amount of exposure. You have a higher chance of someone like me actually playing it and covering it if you don't waste my time. As you know, I have tons of stuff to play, and I love promoting smaller games. Smaller games is a really big chunk of the stuff that I play on here. I don't really play that many, like, big AAA games at all. I love smaller games. Smaller games are way more up my alley for the most part. I mean, there's stuff like DMC5 and stuff that, you know, an indie developer can't really do, but I love smaller games. But when you waste my time with your demo and your trailers, that really, really kills your chances. It's interesting that a lot of them still drop the ball on that when it's been proven you really have, like, 5 seconds to get somebody's attention. There's a very, very minuscule chance that anybody else will stick around for longer than that. Because that's how I find all these cool games, like what I did just now. I download the demos and I watch the trailers and I go on their site and stuff, and that shit takes time. I don't have infinite time. I may have more time than others, but I don't have infinite time. Usually what speeds it up for me is if I see anything resembling a cutscene, I just skip through it. I skip through it and see if there's any gameplay, but I should not really have to do that. You should be able to sell your game in a couple seconds. And people that watch content creators don't understand how much time it takes to find cool stuff, to, like, even apply for the key. And like some of those demos you saw just now, they make it really hard. I'm not gonna play a demo for like 10-20 minutes before I can get the gameplay. Like, your chance is pretty much gone at that point. You need to show me what you've got fast. Yeah, the Tales of Arise demo that's a great demo. I didn't like the game, obviously, but I can't deny that was a good demo. Especially for something that, you know, it's not like fast-paced action. You know, it's an RPG with exploration and story and stuff, but the nice thing about it was the demo didn't really bother with any of that. It's just like, here's the gameplay component. We're just gonna let you play it. No bullshit for, you know, 20-30 minutes. See if you like it. Really not wasting anybody's time. Bladed Fury? Yeah, I played that game. That game was alright. Blade of Fury, I don't know what that game is. Damn. This game's pixel art is something else. Top of the line pixel art, my kind of shit right here. Alright, so how does this moveset work? Oh, it's kind of like the Lancer in DFO. too sick. This is one of the new skulls they added this last time I played this. Well, you guys got to see some dumpster diving. I always see people come in here and ask, how do you find all these cool games? I'm like, well, you saw it right there. And you saw how hard sometimes the people that make the games make it for me to find all that shit. They do not make it easy sometimes. Sometimes it seems like they don't want you to play it. They want to waste your time. I'm just a small content creator trying to give like smaller games love, but sometimes they make it really hard. Definitely takes a lot of time. There's probably some more cool demos on there, but kinda didn't find anything cool tonight. Let's see, use the Monkey King physical damage? Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to take. That only is going to give 11 skulls. Let's get some physical damage build going. Take all the skulls. What's this? Nah. Let's get, I want to try out the new skull. Voodoo Doll! Oh, that's a lot of dark quartz. Sure. Grab this. I just want to try out this new skull. I don't care about winning. Trying to unlock stuff too. I can't really win this game consistently, not the way it is right now. Just want to try stuff out. Get better at the game. I need more practice. What do you got? 10 skulls short. That's kind of a bummer, but at the end of this level, I should be able to try out the ultimate form of this. Bad items right now. I don't think this run will go very far. Very close to having 2 maxed out skulls though, if I can find a good secondary. What's here? Oh, that's an obvious take with this build. Alright. At least for now. Ah, here we go. Can max out now. Sure, I never tried this skull before. Guess what do I get? Oh shit! That actually is a lot like the skirmisher in DFO. Pretty much the exact same mechanic, actually. That's pretty sick. Let's try this out. This exact same mechanic. They must like the Lancer in DFO. They have good taste. Pretty much the exact same thing. We put out the clone, and then the clone does the same. It duplicates the attack. That's a tough choice. It really is. I don't even really have a good build right now, so very little physical attack. Actually, I've got about 75%. If I could get some more physical attack, probably be pretty good. I'm having a hard time making this decision. I really am. I think I'll get rid of it. I'll wait for Ninja. Pot of Greed. It's literally just Yu-Gi-Oh! I dig it. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Myself, but I sure know what the Pot of Greed is. I had a lot of friends that played Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger. It literally just is the Pot of Greed. Well, that actually gave me a fat 30% attack boost. So that was definitely worth it. 3 in demolition. Damn, I wish I could take that right now. Ah, come on, man. Give me the ninja. What a troll game. Doesn't want to give me the ninja. Like, nah, we don't want you to have fun today. Very few chances left to get it. I think I'm just gonna upgrade the Rockstar. That's probably the best thing to do at this point. This run's not gonna finish. I'm not very good at this game, so just trying stuff out. Okay, so this gives me, the Pot of Greed gives me 15% attack, both kinds of attack for each legendary that I have. So I assume that this counts. That's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Yeah, no wonder that boss went down so fast. This is a pretty shit build, but I might be able to make it to the next boss at least. At this point, I mean, you don't really get anything for finishing this game. It's not really designed in a way where it's weighted around clears. It's pretty much like just playing it. So if I can get a bit farther and get some more items unlocked, that's really all I'm after. So I still don't like really understand how this game's, you know, the builds work. I'm still kind of like trying to figure that out. That seems like crap. Not taking that. Take the money. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. I hate this boss. Doesn't stay still long enough to get anything started. Still got him. Normally I would take this, but right now I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, it kind of could be. At the same time, I've got pretty good crowd control, and I also have good bossing too. I'm really tempted to take this. I don't know if it's a good idea right now. See, what moves does it have? It's got the punch and the parry. Why you gotta do this to me, game? I don't want to make tough decisions tonight. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna take this instead. And get more attack power, so that the bosses are just gonna melt. If I even make it that far. I think that's probably better choice. You know me, I love my martial artist, but now is not the time. I don't know if that would really help here, mostly because this is a multi-hit build. I think I'm just going to try to hope for the shop to have something not terrible. This run's pretty much toast though, I have like no health left. Health recovery gets really stingy at this point. Come on, man, there's still more? Fuck. Sometimes they keep spawning. I got 2 of them. Wow. Well, I already wasted my revive, so the run's pretty much dead. But I unlocked some stuff. Oh, it's all good. See if I can find something useful in here. Not gonna give me the good stuff, huh? Oh, that's actually very good. Alright, that's gonna go bye-bye. Alright, well, let's have fun with this build before the run ends. I got cursed. I don't like that gimmick, this part. Very unfun. Can't really avoid much damage in this game. I feel like this part of the game is where it stops being fun to me. Alright, this boss always kills me, but I had fun. That's all that matters. This game is not weighted toward game completion at all, which is actually pretty nice. As long as you just keep playing it, you'll unlock stuff, and you still have fun. And beating the game is pretty much just for the story the first time. Which I actually really like. This game is impossible. That was fun, though. No salt. I enjoyed that. I just need to get better at this game. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for tonight. It's almost 2. I don't feel like playing anything else. I am off today, but I have some things to do, so after I get all that done, I'll probably hop back on. See you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.